JB Cycles with the weekend update on November the 17th. So markets are still not closed, but let's do the video. A 4-week cycle here in black. It has a sub-cycle of 2 weeks, and we are topping out around today. And next week is bearish, but nothing bearish here will happen. But we could see some kind of a dip, like my general scenario here in green. But after this coming week, then we are getting the pop again. So is this overextended? Is it FOMO, fear of missing out? Well, this is not unusual. You know, in bull markets, after a correction, you can easily erase all the downside within 4 or 5 weeks. That's quite normal. And looking back, I had this scenario for typical 2-month correction. However, it was a 3-month correction, very similar to 1999. And you see that analog regained the highs, well, about, I don't know, a week or two from now. So I think in the coming week we should go sideways, meaning we could go further up, or we could just go down. I don't know, but some kind of weakness is expected in this coming week, but then we get the pop. I've been talking about having a gut feeling back here that this bull market will be a big A, B, C bull market. And have a look here at these previous ones. You know, I don't think we're ready to break out and rally up to all-time highs here right away here. I think we could go more sideways in the range before we get the breakout, but you know, if we are ready for a breakout, let's go look at this blue analog from 66. If we are here, well, we kind of stopped at the previous high for a very short while, and then we moved on to a higher high, back tested the level, pushed up further. If you look at the red one from 1970, you know, very overextended, but you know, that's what happens in the bull market at oversold levels. Going up all the way to the previous top. Is it a double top? A small dip, a couple of days, and we pushed higher, well, a bit above, back tested, and then pushed up. So I'm just saying it's possible. We could have a small break at the previous high, a small dip, breaking up, back testing, and breakout. It's possible. Looking at my wavelets, maybe I will do another video this weekend about how to use these wavelets. Anyway, looking at my yellow wavelet, it did push up, but it wants to go down, and you know, that's the normal thing with in my 4-week cycle. We should have some weakness, letting this yellow wavelet come down, and then we turn up again with the next pop. Overall, I don't see any bearish patterns here. Too much momentum. We need to break this steep trend line, but then continue up with higher highs on less momentum, and you know, we have to make a topping formation that could last for many weeks. So nothing bearish here, or I should say, it looks very bullish. I have these cycles I've been following. I have them here, and this is the composite of these 3. I have been tweaking this cycle a little bit, just updating it a bit, so it looks a little bit different. We see we have this trend line from the all-time high, That's breaking that one could trigger something. But if you look at the composite here in purple, it's not been very useful since the bull market started. But it did work at this top, and this low, this third wave down here, 1, 2, 3. I didn't expect this to go to lower lows. I was looking for a double low, and my cycles were not showing it. It felt much like a bear trap. Well, my cycles do show a reaction at this point. Anyway, you see the cycle here is topping out. In a couple of weeks it's going down. But in the bull market, if we go back at this point, you see cycles topping out, but no point in starting to sell here. That you could call that bullish right translated cycles. This one kind of topped right at the composite top, but then you can't get here. You see cycles going down, market just going up and coming to the end, to the right, then finally we get a reaction. Here we had a reaction, but you see composite going down, market just going up. So well, what's my next hourly data? Yeah, so my general scenario in black, we have the 2-week oscillation here in orange. So I'm expecting the pop to start around the next weekend, so in 1 week from now. See, the Dow Jones Industrial hourly data is kind of following my scenario here, but it doesn't want to break down. So there are a couple of obvious scenarios we could make here. We could pop up here and then go down to the next weekend. That's a possibility. Or we could just have a rounded, we do not follow this black scenario, but rather this orange. We just get a rounded, well, we could turn down on Monday. We could just break this trend line, and then the cycle is bearish all week. So anyways, but watch out, I have this general scenario here. It's going quite flat and then pop. But looking forward, we are kind of overextended, and if we do not get any real pullback here this coming week, I don't think this next 4-week cycle pop will be that strong, and that puts us in a vulnerable situation, because then this next coming cycle will not have that much momentum, and it could be a more bearish left translated 4-week cycle. So I think that's about around early December. That could be some kind of a top, and we do have a seasonal variation that often gives us some kind of a low in mid-December. So watch out first half of December, but I think we will rally with the New Year rally, Christmas rally, and then maybe have a bigger pullback in January. Yeah, guess that was it. So see you in the next one.